Guys, it's Friday! Yay, Friday! If you notice, I'm not in the same place as always. I'm actually at my friend's house sitting. Woohoo! It's actually a lot of fun. I get to mess with dogs, which I think, yeah, they're sleeping back there. Remy and Clay. Gosh, they are goofballs, but super loving. My hair is a mess. Learned how to drive a stick on Tuesday, which was interesting. Reason being why I learned how to drive a stick is because my car broke down on Sunday. Sunday? Saturday. Saturday or Sunday, one of the two. Sunday, because I drove Saturday. The serpentine belt popped off because one of the wheels broke in half. And I think there may be another issue. I'm not sure. Dad's working on that right now. But I learned sticks so that I could drive my friend Lance's car. Beautiful car. I think it's an '03 Mitsubishi Eclipse. The name's right. The year I'm not sure about. But it's a blast. Finally getting it down, which sucks because I give it back tomorrow or Sunday. And by give it back, I mean just leave it here. But I'm finally getting it down, which I'm okay with. It started out with lots of stalls, and now I think I only had one, and that was because I don't know. I don't remember what happened. But it's doing good. Sorry, eyes hurt. So tomorrow, I am here all day, and then I've got a skating event at Skate City tomorrow night, which will be a blast. I haven't been inlining in forever. Hopefully I don't fall on my face. That won't be fun. But tomorrow morning, since today's Friday, I don't have class, but I do have work tonight. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to write a poem, hopefully, or work on a poem for the new sculpture project I am doing. Or not the new sculpture project, but the current sculpture project I'm working on. Oh yeah, I haven't told you guys my new idea. So the current sculpture piece that I am working on is called the Facade of the Heart. At least that's what I'm calling it. And it's I don't want to say a play on, but a play on is the best way to put it right now. It's a play on the aspect of human nature of putting on masks or hiding themselves in objects and actions and so on and so forth, making themselves feel better about themselves when truly they're dying inside or very broken or things are going on that they don't want people to see. And my goal with this piece is to bring those to light and to hopefully with this poem help them cope. I know it's a big task to help people that are going through a lot of things to cope with a poem. But if I can make one little impact on somebody's life, then that's all that matters. But I'm surrounding the piece, or I'm making the piece take an effect of people who hide themselves in alcohol, cope with sex, drugs, cutting, suicidal thoughts, all these things that people try to use as escapes of their life because so much is going on in them. And hopefully I can bring peace to them through this. That's kind of my goal, just to draw their attention to it, them look at the piece and really read the poem and then think about it. See how much of their life I'm not going to say wasted away because sometimes you have to use things to cope, but how much of their life they've devoted to these things that take their mind off of what's going on in their life and see if they can put that time to better use. That's my goal of this piece and the poem. So I haven't written a poem. I love poetry, but I haven't written a poem in about 8 months or so. I think the last poem I wrote was right after my breakup. And then before that, it was before I started dating her, my ex. But yeah, I'm just hoping that this weekend while I'm here alone and have time to think will really spark that poetry mind back into place. I miss it. It was so much fun, and like my poetry. I know a lot of people who can write poetry and be all happy-go-lucky and cheery and joyful poems, but I've never found a way to write those sincerely. I can write them and it not come from the heart. The poetry I write, I'll put a link in the description to my blog for those who'd like to read it. But the poetry I write comes from experiences that I've encountered, experiences of my friends, things that are going on in society now, and my desires or desires of others. One day I'd like to do a verbal, I don't know what I'm trying to say. One day I'd like to record a video of me reading Society's Men, which is Society's Men and Beauty are two of my favorite poems that I've written, and ones that I think are extremely impactful. Society's Men is my desires and my anger towards the way that society portrays men, teaches men to do things. That's Society's Men is my aggravation towards that, and my call to make it better. And Beauty is me talking about how society has skewed the concept of beauty and told women that they aren't beautiful anymore because they don't look like this or don't do this. And it's more focused on inner beauty because every woman is beautiful. They just have to find their inner beauty and embrace it. But I'm hoping this weekend will really spark that poetry writing again because I miss it. It's one of my passions since high school, is to write poetry. I've written 23 poems, I think. And I find it an easy way to connect to people because they can read it and feel a connection where it could speak straight to their heart and break them in a good way, usually, hopefully. But yeah, I write poetry for the impact on people because that's what I truly desire, is to make an impact on people's lives. So I will, if I get the poem written this weekend, I will do a quick little video and share it in the description, and hopefully it happens because I have a lot of ideas for it and I hope it works out. But I will leave a link in the description to my poetry blog, and see you guys then. As always, this has been Chase Scott for the Weekly Beard. Keep living, keep growing, keep doing you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.